Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Bruno, and today I have found the 10 richest Pokemon of all time. I'll explain it here in a second with this PowerPoint presentation. Before I do the YouTube stuff real quick. If you don't mind, like, comment, subscribe. I want to hear in the comments if this is something you like seeing from me. Also, if any of these Pokemon and rankings surprise you, or even the players associated with them surprise you. So please leave it down in the comments. But we're going to get into it because this is a really cool list that I've accumulated here. But real quick, let's talk about how this works and what qualifies as the richest Pokemon of all time. So I went through it on limitlessvgc.com, and we're going to talk about the money earnings based on that website. All of this stuff, I should say, might be a little bit incomplete. I don't know how it's tracking, whether it's tracking all the way back to the beginning of time for that Pokemon, or it's tracking just kind of a modern era thing with maybe just only Scarlet and Violet. But we're just going to go through either way and talk about, their money earnings. We're going to talk about their tournament placements on in-person tournaments, how much they've won, or how much they've appeared in top 8 and how much they've won at the whole thing. And then a really cool part of Limitless as well is you get to see who's the best player of all time with that Pokemon. Like I said, it's probably a little bit incomplete, but this is all we got, so we got to kind of go with it. All right. So starting us off at the number 10 slot is Tornadus. So specifically this form. So Tornadus has amassed $357,250 in whatever tenure they're using for this metric. Don't worry about the points. That is a points thing that I believe Limitless gives to them. It is not championship points. So we're going to disregard that for all this list. But as far as the top 8s, it has appeared in 87 regional top 8s and winning 16 regionals. And then for internationals and worlds, it has appeared 32 times. And it is 1-2, which is crazy because it's one of the oldest Pokemon on this list. And it's just been a staple, right? It's been one of the best prankster Tailwind users of all time, if not the best. It's just a great utility mon. It's a flying type. Like it's always been good, right? Especially now that it has Bleak Windstorm. But the best player of all time with Tornadus is, of course, James Beck. I was not completely surprised by this. If you know James Beck's history, he's probably, if not the best Torn Ogre player of all time. And to see him up here with Tornadus just makes complete sense to me. There's other great names. The whole list, all these lists are going to be super stacked. Steven Mia at number 2. Steven Mia is a fantastic player that I feel like doesn't get enough acclaim. But then you have like Torviv, you have Kyle Livinghouse, you have Pangy, Oe, Agati, Matty Moo, like stack. These are all going to be super stack lists. But James Beck is our best Tornadus player of all time, according to Limitless. Moving on to number 9 is a little bit of a surprise to me, given how early or how short its lifespan has been, is Raging Bolt. I didn't think about how far back it is, but we've probably only really had Raging Bolt for maybe about a year and a half now. And it's already massed almost $400,000 at $378,000, which is insane. It's appeared in top 8 at 79 different regionals, and it's won 9 of them. As far as internets and worlds, it's appeared 9 times already, and it's won 1 internet or it didn't win worlds. No, it didn't win worlds. It's had to have won internet. I just don't know which one off the top of my head. But the best Raging Bolt player of all time is Marco Silva. And what's interesting about this list is the top 5 players are all very, very, very good European players. So Raging, and I remember, during like Reg F time, like CM Bolt was a big thing, especially in Europe. So like, I'm not completely surprised, but like, this is a very European heavy, top heavy list here. Then you have Juan Salerno coming in at 6, who is a Latam player. Paul Chua is an American player. But yeah, Marco, Ruben, Alex Gomez, Torviv, and Edu, like That's a stacked top 5 right there, repping Raging Bolt, which, like I said, is surprising that it's already top 10 given the fact that this is I think it's the newest Pokemon on this list as far as time it's been in the meta. So really surprising that it's already made it this far. Moving on to number 8 is Chien-Pao, also a newer Pokemon given the time, but Chien-Pao has amassed $382,750 since it's been legal, which has been since what, Reg C? So a little bit over 2 years now. It has appeared in 72 different regional top 8s, and it's won 11 regionals. And then as far as internets and worlds, it's appeared 20 times in top 8, and it's won 2 of them. And then, of course, the most successful Chien-Pao player of all time is actually Riley Factura, which took me by surprise, to be real. I love Riley. Awesome dude. But my brain doesn't naturally associate him with Chien-Pao. I don't know why. I guess it has to now that I've done this. I guess he's now kind of a Chien-Pao guy in my mind, but going into this, my brain did not associate him with Chien-Pao whatsoever. In fact, like, I anticipated Michael Kelch to be number 1 with Chien-Pao for some reason. But he got the number 2 slot over Riley. So Chien-Pao comes in at number 8. Solid showing from the Ice Weasel. Now, moving on. Number 7 is the money guy himself, Goldingo. I am not completely surprised it's on this list, but I thought it might be a little bit higher. But I feel like, I guess it's kind of been phased out in the recent format, since it hasn't been that good since Reg H, I guess, like Reg G and Reg whatever Reg we're in, that's kind of fallen off. But the money guy himself has amassed $413,750. It has appeared in 97 top 8s and with 13 wins, which is kind of insane. It's like it's a great type with great offense and great ability. Like, it's just a really good Pokemon. It's also appeared in 20 ICs and Worlds, but only won 1, which I'm pretty sure is an IC because it hasn't won Worlds. But the most successful Goldingo player of all time is the GOAT, James Beck. He did win Peoria with it, if I remember correctly. But yeah, James Beck, he's one of the best players of all time. It's not, like I said, none of these lists are really surprising, right? You have Chuppa at number 2, James Evans at 3, Gio, Matty Moo, Eric Rios, Alex Gomez, Pengy. Like, these are all stupid stack lists, but James Beck takes home the money with Goldingo. So James Beck already has 2 Pokemon on this list, being Goldingo and Tornadus. Really cool to see. So shout out to James for that one. Moving on, number 6 is Iron Hands. So I thought Iron Hands might be a little bit higher on this list. So it coming in at number 6 is somewhat surprising. I thought it might be 5 or 4. Not by much, right? But it has amassed almost $500,000. It's at $487,000 already in its short lifespan. It's appeared in 88 different top 8s and regionals, including 12 wins. As far as IC and Worlds, it has appeared in 28 different ones, including 5 wins, which is insane. I'm fairly certain it's won both world championships it's been in off the top of my head. I'm like 90% sure. But Iron Hands, we know it. It's so good. It's so bulky. It's one of the best Pokemon we've ever had, just already. But the player who has done the most with it has been also Marco Silva. So Marco pops up already twice on this list, which he won an IC with it. We got Marco's Iron Hands as a giveaway, so I was not completely surprised by this. Oh yeah, I did win 2 worlds because you have Luca and Shohei both at the bottom. They both won worlds with it, tied at number 7 for both of them, which is kind of cool. So yeah, also stack list. You got Gavin Michaels, Pokey Alex, James Evans, Teron Birdie, and Chua as well. So Iron Hands. What do I have to say about this Pokemon that has not already been said? It is so freaking good. It's just a beast. We know it. We love it. It's Iron Hands. So now to the top 5. Coming in at number 5, the one that kind of surprised me, I think, the most on this list is Rillaboom. Rillaboom at 5 is kind of surprising, but look at the jump. Like Iron Hands was almost at, what was it, 487,000, something like that. It was almost at 500,000. This thing is almost at 700,000, at coming in at 693,250. Absolutely crazy for the drumming monkey. It has appeared in 148 top 8s at regionals and won 20 of them. And then as far as IC and Worlds, it has appeared 29 times in top 8 and won 2 of them. Absolutely crazy. I believe it had to be Shohei and it had to be Edu. I know Edu had it. I'm pretty sure Shohei had it because it didn't make sense for Luca Cherubelli to have it because... Wait, did Shohei have it? I don't know. Oh, we're also counting ICs too, so never mind. But I know Edu won Worlds with Rillaboom in 2022. But the all-time leading Rillaboom player is none other than Michel Kelch, Michael Derbesti himself, with the neck donut on the plane. He is the best Rillaboom player of all time as of right now. Also, once again, like this entire list is super crazy European pilled. The top 7 players are all European players, with James Beck coming in at number 8 to represent US. But yeah, you got Rios, you got Torviv, you got Pokealex, you got Edu, you got Ruben, and then you got Marco Silva. So Rillaboom, fantastic Pokemon. You guys know what's up. I feel weird trying to talk about these Pokemon. Like, what can I say about Rillaboom that hasn't already been said? We know what it does. It is so good. It's so versatile. It's been relevant in every single format it's ever been in. And I need to move on because Michael's just kind of staring into my soul with this picture, and I should have picked a different picture. All right, coming in at number 4 is Fluttermane. There we go. Finally, Fluttermane comes in. That's staggering. $785,750. What? This thing is, we know it's insane. It's so freaking good. But like, to be that's a lot of money very fast for Fluttermane. It has made top 8 at 199 different regionals, and it's won 32 of them. And then for ICs and Worlds, it has appeared 34 different times in top 8, and it's won 5. Absolutely insane. Its resume is just so robust in the, almost 3 years it's been legal like now. Like, it's so good, man. It's Fluttermane. You guys know what's up. So, the number 1 Fluttermane player of all time is none other than Wolfie Glick. Yeah. Are we surprised by this? No. When especially now that Wolfie has his whole, like, I'm using the best Pokemon of all time arc, it's not super surprising. I mean, he just won EUIC with it this year. It's Fluttermane, man. We all know. Then we have some new names popping up on here, which is kind of cool. Paul Chuo, who we've already seen, but we also have Nick Navarre, aka Nails. He pops in at 3. Pokealex, Torviv again. But then you got Zach Thornburg, Aurelian Sula, and Luca down there tied at 6th. It's Fluttermane, man. I don't know what to talk about with these Pokemon. Like, it's so versatile. You can run Booster, you can run Sash, right? You can run Specs, which was the thing back in the day. Like, it's so good, man. It gets such a deep move pool, such a great speed stack, great special bulk. You can EV it to live weird, like, fantastic, like, defensive, physically defensive hits. Like, it's Flutter, man. This thing hits like a truck. It's so supportive. It gets Icy Wind. It gets Taunt. It gets Imprison. It gets Moonblast. Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. All right, top 3. And before I go to number 3, don't turn off after number 1 because I have some, like, superlatives and some, like, surprising things I found in my research. But coming in at number 3 on the list is Urshifu Water. Are we really surprised here? No, it's a very good Pokemon. Surprising. But Urshifu Water has amassed $831,000. Absolutely insane. Top 8s, it's had 114 at regionals. Granted, Fluttermane has been legal, at least in Scarlet and Violet, more than Urshifu. which is why it has more. But Urshifu's like resume is just so deep, and it's just we're also these the money amounts are not taking into account. It's like these numbers are only taking into account like the top 8s part. Obviously, there's going to be Urshifus outside the top 8 that still get money at some of these events. So it's got the 114 regional top 8s, but it's also 117 regionals. It has 34 different Internats and Worlds appearances in top 8, but it's won 6 of them, which is insane. But the all-time number 1 Rapid Strike Urshifu Wet player is also Riley Factura, which is also kind of like my brain doesn't associate him naturally with Gen Power Rapid Strike Urshifu, but it does now. Also a stupid sick list. I mean, these are all, like I say, I'm always amazed by these lists. I shouldn't be, because all 8 of them are fantastic players. Also, the list only cut off at 8, so sorry I don't have like a top 10 list of players. But you got Riley at number 1, their bestie at 2, Wolfie at 3, Joe at 4, Luca at 5, Poke Alex, and then you have Shiliang Tang at 7, which is really cool to see him on the list somewhere. And then you have Nils Dunlop popping up at 8. Urshifu Water, absolutely broken mon. You guys know what it does. It's so annoying. It's, once again, also pretty versatile. You can run it, like the taunt thing was a pain in the butt for a while. You could go Mystic Water, Scarf, Band, Sash. There is Life Orb. I've seen Covert Cloak. Like, it's just so freaking good, man. It's so annoying. Please get rid of this Pokemon. Now, if you're sitting here and you've watched the past 7 or past 8 numbers, you know who numbers 2 and 1 probably are. So, with no surprise, number 2 all time is Amoonguss. You guys knew it because you guys know who number 1 is. But yeah, number 2 is Amoonguss at $900,000, right? Exact total, $907,500. It's, what can you say? It's one of the best support Pokemon of all time. Such great bulk. Spore's busted. Rage Powder's busted. I hate this little guy, but I respect this little guy. It has appeared at 296 different regional top 8s, which is absolutely bonkers. Also leads me to believe that this list, or at least they're counting probably back to at least like Black and White for it, right? Amoonguss also ties Tornadus with the oldest Pokemon on the list. It's been a staple since Gen 5. It's just absolutely busted. But it's won 42 different regionals, according to this at least. It's appeared at 69 different internationals and worlds, which is nice. And it has won 11 of them. But the all-time best Amoonguss player is the great Paul Chua. I was not surprised by this. Paul is just a master of balance and using good Pokemon, and it's Amoonguss. Like, what can you say? But Paul comes in at number 1. You have Riley still on the list at 2, which is cool. Justin Burns making an appearance at 3. Wolfie at 4. Marco at 5. Gavin Michaels at 6. And then you round it out with Maddie Moo and Ashton at 7 and 8. Now, number 1, to nobody's surprise ever, Incineroar. We knew it. You guys knew it going into this. But you guys didn't know the total was going to be $1.2 million for Incineroar. Exactly $1,233,000. Absolutely bonkers for this cat. I didn't know when I started doing this, I didn't think that anything would be close to $1 million, let alone over it. Amoonguss was close. Incineroar is $300,000 above Amoonguss, pretty much, which is nuts. But it's appeared in 508 different top 8 counts at regionals. Crazy. It's won 68. For also internationals and worlds, 91 top 8s and won 14. Now, for the big moment, the greatest Incineroar player of all time, according to Limitless. You guys know. You guys are ready. I don't know why am I clicking the button? It's Wolf. It's Wolfie. Of course it's Wolfie. Like, why wouldn't it be? It's the greatest player of all time with the greatest Pokemon of all time, which is also his favorite, apparently. And then you just look at the list. It's just stacked. You have Wolfie, you have Eric Rios, Marco Silva, James Beck, Poke Alex, Justin Burns, Edu, and Flavio Delpidio. Like, absolutely stacked list. Absolutely stacked numbers for Incineroar. Like, Congrats, Wolfie. You did it, buddy. It's your favorite Pokemon of all time as the richest Pokemon of all time, and you are the best Incineroar player despite what anybody has ever said. Now, let's get to some little superlatives. I had some interesting findings going into this. So the Ogerpons, since they have only been relevant since Reg E, they have totally amassed $659,000. I only went with the top 3. Grass Ogerpon was kind of sad, so we're just gonna go with these. But Hearthflame with $303,500, Wellspring with $234,000, and then Cornerstone with $121,500. You can see here for yourself all the numbers. I'm not gonna read them all off, but Riley Factura, big Ogerpon fan, because he got number 1 for both Hearthflame and Wellspring. And then, like, Marco and Luca also at 2 and 3, which is crazy that... Wait, maybe did I copy the same picture? Man, I might have copied the same picture. Hey, real quick edit here. I was doing some digging because I felt bad that I messed up and did that thing. It turns out that this is Water Pond. So Fire Pond was correct with their top 3, but here is the Water Pond top, which is Rogov at number 1, James Evans at number 2, and Geo at number 3. So my bad on that. I will edit this in probably crudely because I'm not great at editing. But yeah, this is Water Pond's true stats. Back to the rest, I guess. But yeah, the most successful Cornerstone Mask player is Joji with NJ at 2 and Juan Manuel Ordoza at 3. And then the next surprising findings are legendaries. So these are the top 3 legendaries as of right now, and the people with them. Miraidon is number 1 already at $263,500. Cali Ice at $253,000, and then Cali Shadow at $217,500. Which, I mean, Cali Shadow winning 2. So Miraidon won Worlds last year. So that's one of its international or Worlds wins. I'm trying to do these all off the top of my head. I should have wrote down notes. I did not. Cali Ice, I don't remember. I think maybe it was Nils had Cali Ice on that EUIC team from last year. And then Cali Shadow won. I know it definitely won with Edu in 2022 as one of its Worlds wins. I don't remember where its second win came from. But the most successful Miraidon player of all time is, of course, Luca Cherubelli, winning Worlds with it last year. Riley and Joe coming up behind with at 2nd and 3rd, which I do associate Riley with Miraidon since he had a really cool discharge Miraidon thing he was running for a while. Cali Ice, I am sorry, Justin Burns. Even though you are the number 1 Cali Ice master, according to this, you're number 2, because number 1 is Paul Chua. Number 3 is Alex Underhill, which is really cool to see. I know he had a lot of success with it in Sword and Shield as well, but he also has popped off a lot with it in Scarlet and Violet, so that's cool to see. And then Cali Shadow is Ruben at number 1, James Evans at number 2, and Edu, who won Worlds with it in 22, at number 3. So that is the list of the richest Pokemon of all time. Follow me. It's an Indeedee joke. Haha. Follow me by subscribing, please. Like I said, let me know if you guys like this content. I'm down to do more of it. It's cool. It's cool seeing this kind of thing. So yeah, I'm going to get up out of here. We'll see you guys later. Appreciate you all. Peace.